this is going to be an epic adventure. So this is day number 1 or night number 1 of the historic Pony Express trail trip. So I just drove 10 hours, did about 700 miles and found this area to camp for the night. And tomorrow I'm going to meet up with 4 more guys and we're going to start the trail. So the next time you will see me, it will be on the actual Pony Express trail. So stay tuned. This is it, the legendary, the one and only Pony Express Trail. So we just aired down and just got on the Pony Express Trail. Well, this is a trip that I've been waiting to do for probably about 3 years. And I'm finally doing it. And we have myself, Ranjib, Sam and Steve. And this is end of July, so the heat will be interesting. But I think it's going to be an epic adventure. We're going to spend anywhere from 4 to 6 days on this trail, and should be a lot of fun and a little bit of challenge as well. All right, so we just started a few minutes ago, and this is our first mountain pass crossing. It looks like we are going between the mountains and not on the mountains. But I'm a little surprised how green it is over here. Utah, this time of the year, end of July or late July, 90 degrees outside or 80 degrees. I would assume that everything will be dry and gray and yellow, but lots of green. So that's good. All right, so we are passing our first post on the Pony Express Trail. I think this is called Pass Lookout Post or something like that. So we're just gonna stop for a couple of minutes, just see what it is and continue on the road. Not too much to see here, but seems like there was some kind of a structure here. But everybody's pulling in. We got lucky with the weather today. It's like 80, 85, but it's breezy, so it's nice. So you can see the trail ahead of us, kind of snaking through the hills. But I think that for the first day, the trail will be fairly easy, just like this now. Basically unpaved road, which is fine. And there, at some points, I plotted some options to explore side trails, but we'll see. As we get to them, we'll see what we want to do. But it's really nice. I really like the desert scenery, if I didn't already say that. Very cool. And you know what? At this weather, in this desert, the experiment at the end of the day will be that much better. If you don't know what I'm talking about, shame on you for not watching my other videos. We're coming up on another post. Now, if you don't know the history of the Pony Express Trail, the best source of historical information is Hollywood, right? So watch the movie called The Postman with Kevin Costner. Or you can look for some real history online. But this is so cool to ride on this trail, to drive on this trail and kind of immerse in the historical value of this place. And imagine all those riders riding horses here in this freaking heat for 10 miles at a time before changing a horse and getting attacked by Indians and such. Pretty cool. So from the main Pony Express trail, we saw this dust bowl at our 3 o'clock, and it seems to be wild horses. So we took this offshoot just to try to get a little closer, not too close, they are wild horses, but just a little closer so we can take a better look. This is, oh yeah, I see them. I don't know if the outside camera can capture it, but they are going from my left to my right, which is pretty cool. Man, to see wild horses. I grew up with horses, you know, my whole life when I was a kid, before I came to the United States. But to see them in the wild, that's a whole different story. Wow, look. So nice. I'm just gonna get a little closer, but not too close. We wanna respect nature and respect the wild nature of nature. That should be a t-shirt, what I just said. Write it down and make a t-shirt. Holy crap, check this out. You see the wild horses behind me and the horse shit that I'm stepping on? Oh man, this is so nice. They don't seem to be scared or concerned that I'm walking. I'm not that close, but see? There's some distance between me and them. Man, this is really cool. I'm walking slowly, I don't want to startle them. Just want to enjoy these majestic animals. Look at this. And I have to be careful where I'm stepping because, see this? That was really cool. And if you look ahead, I don't know if the outside camera can capture it, but there's another herd coming right toward us. I'm going to slow down, see if they're going to cross in front of us. Are they walking on the same trail that we're on? That's gonna be pretty cool. Maybe they're kind of used to vehicles in this area, but it looks like they are walking on the trail that we are on. No, maybe not. But look at this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So nice, so cool. Here, look. I'm so happy that I finally get the chance to do the Pony Express. So amazing. Wow. Oh, look, this herd saw us and they took off. Huh. They are so beautiful though. See, some of them are used to vehicles, some of them, I guess, are not. But it was very nice. Very, very cool experience seeing these horses in the wild. I see a bunch more ahead of us, but again, I don't think the outside camera will capture it, but that's fine. We saw enough horses for this part of the trip. This is another one of the Pony Express posts, and there's a little trail that goes to the left, Simpson Springs campground. Just want to check it out, see what it is. I saw some structures up there just to see if it's anything interesting, or for any of you guys that watch this video and want to camp in this area, if it's a good camp spot or campground. But man, this is so nice. I didn't expect to see that many vehicles, but it is Saturday, I'm assuming lots of people explore this, and this is a part of the route that it's very maintained, so any car can come on this part of the route. But further along, today or tomorrow, the next day, we're gonna go to places that only we can go, because we are the men, just in case you didn't know. We're back on the main trail. Look how far and straight this part of the trail is completely straight. I can probably do 80 miles an hour here, but I don't want the boys to freak out. It's so nice here. We got a little lucky today. It's a bit windy outside. It's 89 degrees, but with the wind it doesn't feel that bad. It just feels warm. So we are continuing on the Pony Express Trail. We are heading toward that mountain ridge ahead of us. Now, I'm not sure how long it will take us to cross it or how difficult it is, but it might be prudent to look for a camping spot if it's the right time, because at higher elevation the weather will be a little better or a little cooler. So right now it's 91 degrees and it's only 11:50 a.m. So let's say if it takes us 2-3 hours to cross the mountain ridge, and we find, let's say, a place to camp at like 3 or 4 on top of the ridge or in some shaded area, that would be interesting. But we'll see. So far it's very easy dirt trail or gravel trail. Lots of different 4x4s and different vehicles. I guess lots of local tourists coming to see the Pony Express Trail. But again, this is the easy part. I think about 100 miles from where we started, that's where the challenging parts are starting, you know, crossings and mountain tops and small trails and such. But right now we're just enjoying the scenery. We are doing about 40 miles an hour. We can do much faster, but it's a bit washboardy, so I don't want to shake my eyeballs too much. But so far so good. And again, in case you didn't hear it enough this video, I love this freaking desert scenery. Utah is the bomb as far as outdoors, definitely. I think that this might be another post. It looks too modern to be a post or to be a Pony Express post. What the hell is it? Looks like a water tower. Maybe somebody grew cattle here or something like that. Let's go quickly check it out. Doesn't look too interesting, but what the hell? We're here to explore. So let's explore. Yeah, it looks like some kind of a cattle thingy. Thingy is a professional terminology for this kind of stuff. Oh, it looks like there might be a well here. It looks like one of those metal horse things that pull water out of the ground. Nice. We're now crossing this ridge, but it looks like we're going between those mountains there versus across the top. But we'll see. I'm sure there'll be a little climbing, but it seems like it's not going to be too bad or too difficult. Probably the same gravel road that we are on right now. But I would say that if we are going to a bit of high elevation and there's a nice vantage point, maybe we'll stop, drink a little bit of water, not like alcohol. Drink a little bit, maybe grab a bite to eat, and continue. There's another point on the trail called Black Rock, and that's that black rock right in front of us. Let's see if there's a trail that can take us there to see it a bit closer. But it's nice. Oh, you see those mountains? We will have to cross them at one point. I don't know if we'll cross them today or tomorrow, but we will have to cross them. Looks like some kind of a...
Lava rocks reminds me of Mojave.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like Ranjib said, this is lava rocks. So it's nice, you know, it's kind of a a bit of a different type of rock in the area here, so it's kind of obvious. You see it from far ahead. Oh, but anyway, just seeing what it is, and we'll turn around and get back on the trail. So we just got into Fish Springs wilderness area, and on the map it shows that on our right there's supposed to be water or swamps or springs or something like that, and further in the distance we see kind of a bunch of trees, so there must be some water. So I think the trail actually takes us to that direction, so we'll go and check it out. But if not, we'll try to find a little trail that may be taking us there. But I see some fence, because usually in wilderness area they protect everything other than the actual trail. So if we see that we're not supposed to go somewhere, we're not gonna do it. We're the good guys. Check this out. This is like a freaking postcard. The greenery on the sides and those cliffs ahead of us with a nice straight trail. Oh man, I'm so happy that I finally got the chance to overland the Pony Express Trail. So we got into this area. There are multiple structures there. It looks like some kind of a government installation, but there was no signs not to get in. So we are going to check those big trees there, see if there's water. And then there's a bunch of trails that go in left and right, and we'll try to see if there's any standing water, like a pool or something like that. It looks more like marshes. Probably there's underwater springs that kind of wet the area, but it's cool. There must be something where those trees are. We'll see in a second. Yeah, I see bamboos, you know, small bamboos. Yeah, must be something here. This is funny. In the middle, absolutely middle of nowhere. Water. Oh yeah, there's standing water here. Okay, this is the perfect spot to stop and maybe, oh wow, nice. I mean, it's not swim water, but it's water.
Wow,
But
unexpected.
there are some tables there. We can stop and you know, park for a few minutes and enjoy ourselves. Oh wow, so many ghosts. Stay out. Look at the frog. Do you see that frog? Yeah. Oh, there's. Well, that's what they call it, fish. Oh wow, look how much fish.
Yeah, it's
Ghost now.
Hey Lee, maybe you can blow it. Don't forget the camera.
Sure.
Try and blow it.
$5 for 10 minutes. Yeah, definitely. Wow, look at this place. In the middle of freaking nowhere, unbelievable. All green, nice big trees. I don't know what kind of trees these are, but nice big trees. I'm parked in the shade here. Unbelievable. You see, if you hang out with me, you find these kind of places in the middle of nowhere. Well, we had to tear ourselves away from this oasis here, and we sat here. I think we sat here for like 2 hours maybe, just in the shade, relaxing, talking. It was so freaking nice. We literally had to tear ourselves out. I mean, neither one of us wanted to leave, but we have to man up and do the trip. So we're gonna go back on the trail now, on the Pony Express Trail, and continue. So it's now about 2:15, and we are going around this mountain ridge that you see in front, and we'll see what's next. But so far, first day of day and a half, last night if you consider a day, but so far perfect, great, everything works just as we wanted it to work. All right, we just left the Fish Springs Reserve, and we are continuing on our merry ways. And again, the trail is very well maintained gravel road, no challenges at all, no four-wheel drive needed. Any vehicle, any sedan, even a Prius, and we actually have seen Priuses, can do this trail. So if you want to come and see what we see, experience what we experience, just take your car and come. So we're driving on the Pony Express Trail, and I saw this cavity in the hill. It looks like maybe a mine tunnel or a mine, but let's go check it out. Maybe it's something interesting. Let's see. So many trails around here. Look at this trail going up the hill. So cool. Yeah, what is this? Must be a mine. Let's see. I'll just get as close as I can get, and we'll check it out. Alright, so at one point, I would say in the next 15 to 30 minutes, we're gonna somehow have to cross this ridge. So I'm not sure. According to the map, it looks like we get to the foothills of this mountain ridge. We go kind of right and pass. It could be that the trail finds a space between two hills that we cannot see from here, or it could be that we're climbing. I guess we'll see. But one thing that is amazing is the vastness of everything here. This is so amazing. It's like miles and miles and miles of desert. You can see for miles, which is very different than the scenery I'm used to in California, which is more foresty scenery, Northern California, Sierra Mountain style views and scenery. I much rather having desert scenery, but I guess to each his own. So we're getting closer to the foothills of the mountain region in front of us, and it's so green. So there must be a lot of water. I'm assuming, snow melts on the mountain tops and kind of goes down here, and everything is green. But very, very green and dark green, different than the green before. There are different kinds of greens. Oh, wow. There's a house. Someone lives here. Unbelievable. We are driving for about 100 miles off-road, and it's even further the other way. So someone actually lives here, or maybe we are getting to closer to another road on the other side. Wow.
There's a town here?
Yeah, it seems like there's a little town. There's multiple structures on my right side, and I see further down on the left side there are some structures.
Is there a 7-Eleven?
There's a sign that says Kalau or something like that. Wow, amazing. If I was a little younger, I would want to live here. Ranjit, didn't you say you want to live in the middle of nowhere somewhere? This is the opportunity. When we were further behind seeing this mountain ridge, it looks so menacing, but right now we are crossing it and it's very easy. Again, any type of a car will be able to drive here. We just passed a town called Kaleo or something like that. So amazing. I'm so intrigued by the concept of people living like 100 miles away from the nearest town. It's crazy. They have agriculture there, multiple homes. It seems like they have some industry with cows and horses and so forth. So I'm so curious to learn how they live, what type of people live there. But anyway, it looks like we are going to cross this ridge now, but again, very easy, no challenge, no technical at all. And we are still in Utah. And I think that once we pass into Nevada, the trail is not as maintained as on the Utah side. So we will see. So now we are crossing the mountain range, but we are crossing it in like a canyon kind of a thing. So the trail, or the Pony Express trail, just goes kind of snake left and right in this canyon, and I'm assuming gets out on the other side. But it's not crossing a mountain ridge like I imagined it. Although I'm sure that on the Nevada side things will become a bit more interesting. But so far so good. We were just doing a fuel check with everybody. So we did about 150 miles since the last gas station, and my tank still have 409 miles to go to empty. Didn't I tell you that this is a beast? Now you know. We are now emerging on the other side of the ridge, the mountain ridge, and it looks like we're going to be in a downhill mode for a little while. I do see an interesting hill over there. Let's see. Do you guys feel like exploring that hill to the right side there, with the trail that goes all the way up?
Yes.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. It looks interesting. So we had to turn around at the top of the hill, you know, with the camber. It was a little scary, but we made it down. We drove for quite a while on the Pony Express trail. We made some ground, and now we are on a stretch. You can see it's very barren for many miles, and we are hoping that if or when we get to the next mountain ridge, it'll get a bit greener and we may find a camp or a place to camp, something with a little shade. I mean, we can camp anywhere here, but we're gonna cook. It's 91 degrees outside, and oh wow, I see deer. You see the deer on the left? Let's go check it out. So anyway, I see a deer over there. Let's go check it out. Hopefully it's deer and not cows. All right, so let's see. Yeah, so it is deer, but I'm pretty sure the moment we get closer, they'll run. But they are there because there's some water there. But hey, it's pretty neat to see wild animals in the wild. So we'll give it a shot. Yeah, they're starting to run away. Wow, That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Wait, there's a one there that is separating himself or him or herself from the herd. All right. So we saw horses, wild horses. Now we saw wild deer, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this is the waterhole. Nice. Alright, so we just left the main trail and got into a tiny side trail that I plotted. Now this is probably, I'm not even sure if this is the official Pony Express trail. It could be, I'm looking at the map here. But regardless, it's gonna land us eventually where the main trail gonna also land us. So I figured might as well enjoy some side trails and something tiny bit more challenging than the gravel road. Alright, so we're still on this side trail. Oh, it's not a side trail, it's part of the plot we plotted, or the trail we plotted, but it's not a major trail, it's one of those off-roading trails. And we are just about to merge with a bigger trail, and there's a little offshoot that goes to explore a spring, which we'll most likely do, just to see. And I see some trees there, so maybe by the spring there's a place to camp as well. We will see. But it's fun. It's much more fun to ride or to drive on this not well-maintained trails. It's tiny bit more challenging and just more enjoyable.